Okay, here we're going to talk about some lies that are uneven. Everyone who practices is going to be practicing on a range that's nice and level. But when you get on the golf course, you're not always so fortunate to have your ball sitting in a nice flat spot. So it's pretty important to understand how to adjust to the slopes that you're going to encounter. This ball happens to be quite a bit above my feet. This is going to be one of the easier shots to hit because it is going to help you actually swing a little bit more around you and get your shaft on a pretty good plane. So it's actually a pretty good practice swing to make is on a slope where the ball or the slope is going uphill here, so it will help you get a feel for getting the swing going a little bit more around you, because most people tend to get very steep and going down into the ground. So hitting this shot is a little easier than some of the other ones we're going to talk about. But to hit a golf ball that's when the ball's above your feet, and this is a pretty extreme slope here going into this green. The ball's probably a good foot above my feet. We want to make sure that we grip down on the club just a little bit and set up basically like you normally would, but it's going to make you get a little bit more vertical. So like I say, it's going to help you swing a little more around you. But grip down on the club a little bit, and you may want to play the ball a little further back in your stance because you're not going to be moving through quite as well as you normally would on a flat line. So move the ball back just slightly, grip down on the club, and aim a little bit out to the right-hand side, because you'll tend to hook the ball or curve it right to left for a right-handed player when the ball is above your feet. So aim a little bit out to the right, put the ball a little bit further back in your stance, and then make your normal swing. And the ball will go out to the right, typically where you're aimed, and then hook back a little bit. So the adjustment is the ball's a little further back, we're gripping a little bit further down. Now if we're going uphill, go ahead and put this down. This is also a relatively easy shot to hit. We want to put the ball maybe a little further forward in your stance, but the main thing is to get your shoulders level to the ground. We're not going to hit into the ground, but get your shoulders level to the ground so we can swing along the slope. Now you're going to tend to pull the ball to the left. If you're right-handed, you're going to tend to pull the ball a little bit to the left. So you might want to aim a little bit out to the right again, just like you did on the other part when the ball's above your feet. So we're going to put the ball a little further forward, get our shoulders level to the ground. Now it's very difficult to get through the ball here, which is why you'll tend to pull the ball a little bit to the left. But you want to make a very big effort to get through up the hill. Now on a more, not so severe slope, you can get through a little bit easier, obviously. So, but you still want to make sure you give it a good effort and get through up to the forward side the best you can. So get your shoulders level to that slope, put the ball a little further forward when you're going uphill, and swing up and through the ball. And I say up, but through the golf ball. So make an extra effort to get your weight through to the left. Hope this helps you understand those two shots, and we're going to go do the harder of the four shots that are on slopes with the ball below your feet and going downhill.